2 years ago today, the shooting of 6-year-old Anaya Allen shook the city of Minneapolis. Her murder remains unsolved by Minneapolis police as the family continues to fight for justice.
And they're not the only ones. Tonight, Danny Spiewak looks into how many murders remain unsolved and why it's an issue all across the country.
2 years have passed since 6-year-old Anaya Allen was shot in the backseat of a car at 36th and Penn in Minneapolis.
By somebody who refused to turn himself in.
KG Wilson is a longtime peace activist and Anaya's grandfather.
What have you heard from law enforcement about your case so far?
It's active, intensely active. Many agencies are involved in it.
Minneapolis police say Anaya was caught in the crossfire of gang violence. According to court documents, police have linked a gun to Anaya's murder, but haven't made any arrests.
It's been a hard road. It's been a really hard road for me and my family. A lot of families that I work with over the years have never to this day gotten justice.
Through the Data Practices Act, we obtained MPD homicide records dating back 5 years. Out of 341 total cases, MPD cleared 24 homicides with an arrest near the scene and 151 others through further investigation and criminal complaints. According to FBI numbers, MPD officially cleared about half its murders, 52%, in the latest year, 2021.
For the most recent year, you're right about at the national average.
Thomas Hargrove runs the Murder Accountability Project. Nationwide, the homicide clearance rate fell to 54% in 2020, the lowest ever recorded.
It's never been this bad, and we think there are many causes of that.
First, police are understaffed everywhere. Secondly, broken trust between police and the community can keep witnesses from coming forward.
Nobody sees nothing, nobody knows nothing, nobody heard nothing, even, sadly, if it's a small, innocent child.
And then you have cities like St. Paul, where the homicide clearance rate is much higher than the national average.
Records over the past decade show St. Paul consistently solves at least 80% of its homicides each year, peaking at 94% in 2018 and 2019.
It's not something that happened overnight.
African American Leadership Council President Tyrone Terrell has been working in St. Paul for decades.
The St. Paul community is 100% committed to this safety. If you don't want to turn yourself in, the police call us. We'll coordinate it for you.
But in Minneapolis, Anaya Allen's family has been frustrated by the lack of witnesses.
Not having no justice. And the community saying we don't know nothing, we didn't see anything. Because we're not snitches.
Minneapolis police did not make anyone from the homicide unit available for interviews for this story, but KARE 11 did speak with Chief Brian O'Hara today. Here's what he had to say about the issue of clearance rates.
It is obviously not acceptable where it is. We need to be able to continue to hire additional people, both sworn and civilian, to support this work. And I think that's something that's in progress.
So Julie and Randy, MPD told me today they do have 12 members of their department dedicated to the homicide unit. They're slightly understaffed. They're not as bad as the rest of the department, but clearly something that they say is a major focus.
All right, a lot of work to be done, sadly.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Danny.